a God decided that it wanted to attempt a human life. It understood the risks, it had seen all the outcomes. Some gods supported it, others looked the other way. Human life can be dangerous, those gods spoke with space and images. It is addicting. But this God was curious. It put all of its knowledge into a brain, then flipped that brain upside down until only a drop remained. The God called this brain its own and woke up cold and afraid. It had been born as a boy. The God learned the human words for mom and to play. The boy was picked on for being smaller than everyone else at school. The God discovered what love felt like. The boy watched his crush kiss someone else. The God felt the leather of a steering wheel. The boy watched the clock tick closer to 3 p.m. in a grocery store parking lot. Slowly, the God lost his grip. Because gods are so good at everything, they despise human life for its difficulty. The God had always wanted to see the blinding white light of a convenience store, but by the time the boy got there, he was too tired to remember. And by the time the boy passed, the God returned to the other gods with no fantastic stories. So the God went down again and again and again, unsure of what it was looking for, but sure that it was never what it experienced. Human joy looked so powerful from above, yet it lasted only moments. The God wished to live an entire human life of joy, but found itself weeping for years and years. Humans weep too much, the God said to the other gods, and the other gods agreed. But while it formed stars and weaved galaxies, it grew to miss weeping. It would inhale asteroids, thinking of cigarettes behind the school, split open fabrics of reality in the same way Uncle Reggie split open oranges at the lake, rearrange the cosmos so that it looked more like Jessie, who the God knew that Taylor remembered until the end. Human life really was just leather steering wheels and good food and not getting what you wanted and stomping on fingers and running across the sand and holding someone so close they laugh and cleaning bathroom tiles but still not getting the mold out and driving your sister to the hospital and driving your sister to school and driving your sister to Matt's house and riding in the car behind the hearse and thanking a higher power for being born in a certain time in a certain place and driving your sister to work and hating your sister but then loving your sister and spitting out something sour and being naked in the sunlight and screaming at the car radio because it isn't playing your song and losing your ability to walk and losing your ability to love and finding again just to lose it in a parking lot and finding out just how many major life events can happen in a parking lot and flying and burning and sobbing and fucking and spitting and holding and rubbing and choking and healing and peeling and shaking and praying and fasting and obeying and fighting and apologizing and killing and forgiving and punishing and loosening and breaking and tightening but still breaking and writing words that go unnoticed and raising kids that make money and renting a car that takes you to the ocean that turns out to be underwhelming. That's all it is, the God said. It's boring, it concluded. And after each new life, the God would continue to say, it's boring, and again, and again, and again.